Hello again, everyone. Another episode of Roll the Tape with a YHH Girls High School Player of the Year finalist. We have Duluth Marshall senior forward Ilsa Lindaman here. Ilsa, thank you so much for making the drive down.
Thank you for having me.
Alrighty, let's get started taping our stick. I have so many questions for you, but let's get into the stick first. So we're going to start thin white tape, and we're going to start front, back, heel, toe.
We're going to start from the front and then the heel.
Front and heel,
yes.
Okay.
Pretty basic.
Alrighty, I'm following you.
We'll go as front as we can do without getting the whole stick here.
Without getting the whole stick.
We don't
I gotcha. Now, I know we just talked about this, but I need you to walk me through your recipe for lefse. Ilsa Lindaman, it's a very Scandinavian name. Finnish, Norwegian, or Swedish?
I think it's a little bit of everything. More Swedish than anything else, and a little bit Norwegian, I believe.
Okay, so lefse, to Nordic people like us, lefse is basically life.
Yes.
Grandmas make it, and they pass the recipe down to the kids. So walk me through your lefse recipe. What makes yours so good?
I think I make it so good. But in reality, no, we just, some potatoes, butter.
Potatoes, okay.
Yes, and then make it little balls, and then you just put it, roll it out, and then put on like a little crepe. I don't know what the pans are called, but
like a non-stick something? Okay,
yes,
exactly. Be able to flip it, right?
Right. And then, you just flip it, and then it comes off hot, and then you just put some butter and some sugar in it, and it is the best thing ever.
Nice. Well, now I'm starving, so let's keep rolling so that we can eat some lunch here eventually. Committed to St. Thomas. What was it about the Tommies in the end?
Yeah, St. Thomas really has the coaches. I know, obviously everybody knows Joel Johnson and Bethany and Marty. I think I have never seen a better coaching staff right there. So being able to learn from them, and in the end, I know we've talked about it too, the PWHL, that's kind of the end all be all. And I think it's not just college now, you can go farther, and I think those coaches can bring me so much farther than just college.
For sure. Mm-hmm. So how much of the tape are we going to cover? Are we going for like half and half here?
We are going for all of it. We're going all the way to the toe.
All the way to the toe, but when we're peeling over, you see these little lines?
We're going half.
We're going half.
Exactly half, yep.
We're going half, exactly half. I will try to keep up with you.
Yeah.
So before you get to St. Thomas, you're going to play out the rest of your time with Duluth Marshall, where you've been for what seems like forever, Ilsa. What happened against Moose Lake?
Oh boy.
You guys were riding a bit of a hot streak, and you run into a section opponent who shuts you out 4-0. Was it just kind of a one-off thing, or did it expose some holes in your team's game? What was it? Yeah,
that's a burning question. It was definitely, I think, a fluke on our part. I mean, I got to give props to Moose Lake because they're an up-and-coming team. So they played really well, and it was their senior night, so emotions were flying.
There
and
you go.
It's in their barn, so it was packed. And something about the North teams, you always have packed barns.
Yeah.
But we also, we kind of played a little iffy. But I always say it's good to have those games before playoffs because when you struggle, then you get back up and you can play even better the next game. So
exactly. I mean, you'd rather lose in the regular season than in sections.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Speaking of section foes, Proctor Hermantown, a bit of a rivalry between the two programs. What, on a scale of, we'll play the scale game here. Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the intensity of the rivalry between the Hilltoppers and the Mirage?
I have to give it a full 10.
A full 10? Okay.
There's nothing like it.
Is there just pure hatred between the two?
There is. You step on the ice and nobody hates each other more.
I would assume proximity plays quite the role in developing those rivalries.
Absolutely.
But is there something about familiarity in there too? Because you guys all live in kind of the same area. Do you see any of the Mirage out and about on the town?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're best friends off the ice.
Okay.
But there's, something about it. We just don't like each other on the ice. I think they've won 3 out of 4 years. And so we're all just dying to get that chance because, I think it's about time, huh?
It's about time.
It's about
time for somebody new coming out of Section 7A.
Yes.
Now, you told me that Proctor Hermantown and Duluth Marshall were co-opted at one point. How good do you think that team would be if we put you and Izzy Fairchild and Hannah Graves and Annika Burke and Haley Jusela, we put all those girls on the Duluth Marshall team with you and Nina Thorson and Ray Anderson, how good would that team be?
We would be unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I think state champs right there. But
probably unbeaten.
For sure, yeah. I mean, you put all of us girls have been playing with each other since we were like 5 years old on a team. That's a lot of chemistry and a lot of talent, so.
Yeah. 5 years old, growing up in Duluth, everybody plays for the Park, right? So which Park did you play with?
I played with Congdon.
I hear they're inferior to Glen Avon.
They are the best and will forever be the best team ever.
But they don't have the rink anymore, right?
They don't. Lower Chester closed down, sadly.
That's too
bad. But they still have the program. So Congdon's, I don't know where they practice, actually, but
interesting.
I know that they are still a team, and I'm sure still beating Glen Avon.
Still beating Glen Avon.
Yep.
So when you make the PWHL, maybe you can come back and you can pay to have
I will build that rink
put together.
Yes.
All right, where are we at here? We're getting close.
I'm getting close to the toe, yes.
Okay, so is this the point where we start doing the longer than usual thing?
Yes.
This is where I'm at? Okay.
Perfect.
Are you a good student?
I am, yes.
All right, what's your grade point average?
Off the top of my head,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not checked my transcript, but I would say it's, I think 4.0.
4.0. Weighted or unweighted?
Unweighted, I believe. 4.0,
okay.
4.1 or something.
See, I like that. I went to a small school and we didn't know what a weighted GPA was. So when
Yes.
people tell me 4.72, I have no idea what that means. Is
I'll
that
just
like
say
an A++?
5.0 next time.
I would venture to guess that one of your strong suits in school, at least in elementary school or whenever kids learn geography, would be geography, because apparently you are quite the globetrotter.
Yes. Actually, my brother, growing up, my older brother, he was a big geography nerd.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my family has had like the privilege of being able to travel with my dad. And so we kind of just tag along for the rides, and we've been to so many cool, unique, amazing places.
That's awesome. What's been your favorite journey so far?
I'd have to say Morocco in Africa.
Morocco.
It was, we had a little bit larger family, had a little bit of relatives come with us, so it was just a really unique experience and so fun.
All right, one big party.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna let you use the scissors first.
I will go.
I'm gonna let the person who's actually good at taping a stick trim the tails. I think I screwed up here on the toe, but that's okay.
It's okay.
You can verbally thrash me afterwards for this. What are the Hilltoppers most looking forward to in the section playoffs? A chance at playing Proctor Hermantown, a chance to go to St. Paul, playing on that big stage. Is it more about the rivalry or winning the section?
Yeah, I think it's more about winning the section. We've been in this rivalry for 3 years, so we've had the privilege of playing Proctor Hermantown for 3 years, and I think we're just dying to get out of this section and go to state.
Is Duluth Marshall disrespected
I think so.
on a statewide level? Okay.
Absolutely. I think when you look at teams from the north, you kind of underrate them, and you think, well, you know, they're just teams that got a weak schedule.
Yeah.
And I think it's true, but it's also there's a lot of potential up north or down north maybe. Up north?
Up north.
Up north, then yes. But yeah, I think a lot of these girls, they work so hard, and I think the recognition is not always there, but it's building and it's growing. So it's something to look forward to.
Thank you for handing over these scissors. I spoke to a coach who told me that you have the best hands of any player they've seen this year. Is there a specific drill or exercise that you do that improves your hand-eye coordination? Are you dribbling through pucks on an outdoor rink? Are you dribbling through traffic cones?
Yeah, I have a backyard rink, so it kind of makes it easy to just be able to go home after practice and stick handle, especially when you're tired. You can always stick handle. It's not like it's a lot of energy, so that's something. But usually I like to actually stick handle with one hand. Because I have such a heavy stick with how long it is that I usually just do that, and somehow makes it a little bit better. So
Gotcha.
it's a little unique thing.
Alrighty, well, I think we've come to our end of our roll of
We
tape.
have.
I am definitely running low. I might need another roll. All right, scale of 1 to 10, moment of truth. Hit me.
You know what? I think it looks okay. That's playable. So
It's playable?
it's playable.
You think I could score a goal with this?
Absolutely, maybe 2.
Yes, maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
And then if I score, 55 more times, I might catch up to Ilsa Lindaman. She's Ilsa Lindaman, senior forward, Duluth Marshall, a YHH Player of the Year finalist. Ilsa, again, thank you so much for taping a stick with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.